Hi, Meg. Oh no, my video went sideways. Well, I guess it's still right on the screen. It's just gonna look weird to me. Hello, big sister. How are you? I don't know why my video went sideways on my phone, but hey, you know, that's where we're at. So tonight we are going to color these cute little bats, or one of these little bats. I'm not really sure. I think I just want to color the one that's hanging upside down. And it's funny because you can tell how much of a fussy cutter I am because my dies are still all in one piece. I have never cut out my dies. So go figure. Some batty fun. If you bought the stamp set a long time ago that says, this sentiment here says batty doesn't even begin to describe it. So it has begin twice. So that's why I have this second one here, because we took out the second begin, but it's the exact same size. So it fits the die still. So if you happen to have one of the old ones that has the error in it, please let me know because I will definitely send you the one without the error. Okay, so we have Sweet Sentiment stamping paper, and we have our Misty, and we're going to put this bad boy here. And, oh my gosh, should we just color both bats and then decide what we want to do? I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to color both bats. This light is probably killing y'all. Is it killing y'all like it's killing me? I don't like the reflection of it. Let's see if it doesn't fall off. There we go. Is that better? Hopefully, maybe. I do remember you coloring your bats pink. So, here's the funny part is this stamp set is like brand new because, so full disclosure, when I make all of the stamp sets, I have to print off the digital version of the stamp set in order to color it for the packaging. So I have to color it prior to it being packaged. So that was a bad idea. I knew it before I even did it. Did you see me hesitate? So most of the time my stamp sets, when I get them in, I do not have them colored, or I don't use them for a long time or whatever, because I usually print out several of them in case I mess them up. So, fun times. A little inside look into being a stamp company owner. You never get to actually use the stamps unless you're on video. So there you go. But y'all didn't know that. And now you do. And now you know, because no one's half the battle. So do you guys want me to do these in no lines or in black lines? Did I mess up? No. I have not messed up yet. But, I mean, give it time. It'll happen. Do you guys want me to do black lines or no lines? Up to you. I have black lines. Hi, Cheryl. And I have no lines. Krista says black lines. So, that's what Krista gets. What Krista wants, Krista gets. This chick, oh my gosh, I cannot believe her. I can do one stamp in black line and one stamp in no line. How do you like them apples? So let's do this which means I did this the wrong direction, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna stamp this guy first and then I'll take him off. So Krista, this chick that I'm talking about, already has all her Thanksgiving cards done and her Christmas cards done. Whoa, did you see that? Good thing it's on a Misty, yo. I'm in a hella weird mood. Not that I'm not always in a hella weird mood, but tonight you guys see me in rare form. Rare form. So Sandy has flown the coop. She's out of town for her and Dale's anniversary. I just spray the corner of my chamois with water, and then I have one side to wash and then one side to dry. That's just crazy to me. I mean, it's crazy awesome. Like, I'm not saying crazy in a bad way. Like, it's crazy freaking cool. I have made exactly 0 Christmas cards. And I know we had a Christmas release. So I've made exactly 1 Christmas card from the Christmas release. I made 1. Be proud of me. 1 Christmas card. Boom, shakalaka. If you guys hear the fan in the background, it's because I have my heater on. Because I live in Idaho and it's cold. Okay, I'm not really that cold. It's not as cold as up on Lee's mountain. Lee has it super cold up on her mountain. I say that, Lee, like you command the weather. I cannot believe you did 200 sets of pillowcases. So what's on these pillowcases? Like, am I missing out on something that's wicked awesome that I like need to be buying? Like, talk to me about these pillowcases. I think, you guys, it's because I'm super not crafty. It's snowing today. Hard pass. No, thank you. Yay, Michelle! Christmas pillowcases. Do you things other than Christmas? Oh my God, words are hard. Other than Christmas pillowcases? Or do you just do Christmas pillowcases? Like, what's on Christmas pillowcases? Hey, Ritska. What's up? I love your name. I think it's one of the coolest names out there. All right. So, we have these cute little bats, and we're about to color them. Do you guys want them traditional colors? You want them funky colors? Do you, like, what are we doing with these bats? Elizabeth, hi. Red. We want a red bat. Funky and teal. Red and teal bats. All right. We can, let's do this. Red and teal bats. Oh, good Lord. Red and teal. Freaking Michelle. That is such a Michelle thing. Okay. Let me find my Copic marker stand. We're gonna do red first, because, I mean, why not peel off that Band-Aid? Teal body, purple wings. No, like, I gotta be able to make sure that somebody wants this card later. And I kind of wanna do something, like, fairly quick tonight, because I got my birthday present early today, and oh my gosh, Krista, those are adorable. Super duper cute. So you like hand make all that stuff? That's cray cray. Christmas bats. Krista, that's super duper cute. Like super cute. I can't believe. Hey Meg, thank you. So my birthday is on Dia de los Muertos. And I have a sewing machine too, but it doesn't do that. Oh, good night. So anyways, my birthday's on Dia de los Muertos, and I went today. Don't tell my mom, because I want her to see it herself. So hopefully she's not here. Got some ink. Shh. Krista saw it. I showed it to Krista. I showed it to Lee. But I can't post it because my mom's in the group, and I have to wait till she sees it. That's just how it goes. Tammy, hello, my friend. So at this point, I'm just coloring what is on the shadow. Krista, you have these reds. So FYI, pay attention to this. Do you guys need me to zoom in some? Is that helpful? Soft brush strokes. Never just leave your marker on the paper and color a line. That's not what these are. These are brush nibs, so you want to have brush strokes. Makes it easier to blend later on. You're paying attention. It's amazing. It's amazing. Because my artist is incredible. Fast. Holy crap, she's fast. Okay, so I'm going to start just by doing the wings, and then I'm going to go back in. Yay, thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Hi, Marisol. Mari, did I tell you that when I was in high school, we all got to pick our Spanish names, and my Spanish name was Marisol. Sea and sun, baby, sea and sun. You got your order today? That was pretty fast. Yeah, it was. That's the name I chose. And that was my Spanish name all the way through. So I'm like hella off the screen, sorry. You know, I don't know. I just really, really liked it. And they didn't like give us a list of names. I just picked it. And that was my Spanish name all the way through. So in Spanish, in high school, I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 and Spanish 3 and Spanish 4 and then Spanish for native speakers. Thank you, Marcia. And these bats are in stock. We just got they all just flew in. All these little bats just flew in. So run to the store. Don't walk, run. Run to the store and grab yourself some cute little bats because they're adorable. I might have just got dyes in today too, but I haven't looked because I can't open the box until I count it in because otherwise it's like Christmas and I open the box and I'm like, squeeze stamps! And then they don't get counted into stock properly because I have stamp ADD. And I'm like, look at all the cute things. Even if it's just restocks, I'm still like, look at all the cute things. Hi, Marcia. I think of CSI Miami when I hear that name. Marisol. And I went to school in Northern California, and my sisters lived in Southern California, and so I had a small addiction to surfing because I only got to do it when I went to go see my sisters. And so Marisol kind of fit. So yeah, that was... So whenever I see your name, I'm always like, oh, takes me back. I loved my Spanish for native speakers class because it was basically time for us to just mess around. I mean, we read El Principito, and it took us like 6 months to go through the book and talk about and discuss El Principito, which, for those of you who don't know, is a very basic child's book. It's like one of the very first chapter books you read as a child. It's like, you know, one of the just not very in-depth, very childlike chapter books. So this red that I've chosen is kind of an orangey red. This is R08. And I'm going to bring it back into the pink side just a little bit because the paper that I'm going to use is from Photoplay. And the red is a little bit more pinky, if I remember right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Y'all are super duper quiet. What's up? What's cracking? Anybody dressing up for Halloween? Let's throw this debate out there. What's better? If you could choose to celebrate only one, what would you celebrate? Thanksgiving or Halloween? Boom, done. I just laid that down. Did you see that? Thanksgiving or Halloween? And the reason I'm asking, I know I love me some polka dots too. And I think it fits perfectly. It does fit you absolutely perfectly. See, Krista, Thanksgiving, boom. What religions out there don't celebrate Halloween? Isn't there a bunch of religions that like don't celebrate Halloween? Like a bunch of very common religions? I can't remember. Catholics celebrate Halloween because they're always looking for a reason to scare their kids. But Thanksgiving. Yes. Cheryl, your Thanksgiving is different than ours though, right? Or it's just on a different day? Do you guys still do the same things that we do? I don't know how Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving. Christmas wasn't an option though, Tammy. It was if you could only celebrate one, what would you celebrate? Thanksgiving or Halloween? I know, if the crazy Mormons celebrate Halloween, then everybody celebrates Halloween. So you guys do the whole like turkey dinner with all the fixins and all that stuff. Does it symbolize the same thing up in Canada? Look at me showing my basic American knowledge of freaking nobody else's history but our own. That's joy. Marsha, are you Mormon? Yes, but I don't like the foods. What do you mean you don't like the foods? You don't like turkey? And stuffing and mashed potatoes and I don't know why I took those out. Don't mind me. Here, we're just gonna go this way. X. All right. I don't know if X marks the spot. X means yes or no, but that's cool. My friends up here have made me an honorary Mormon, so I always ask. I'm not Mormon, but my friends have made me an honorary Mormon. Basically, because one of my good friends was the bishop's wife, and she was like, I'm so over this. Can you be the bishop's wife? Do you want to take over for just a bit? Right, Lee? You celebrate everything that you feel like it and none of the things that you don't. I like it, girl. I like it. I used to, so as a kid, I loved Halloween because it was, we lived in a teeny tiny town. And so it was super duper cool. It was a night for all the kids to go out. Rolls and butter. Meg, that's my son. He likes, oh, X means you used to be. Okay. Well, gee, I learned something new. You're an ex-Mormon. Got it. Is it like a Marine when you're like, always? Anyways, my son really likes the turkey and the bread and butter, and that's it as well. I think that, yeah, I don't like scary either. So what I was saying is the town that I grew up in as little kids, starting at the age of about like 10 or 11-ish, we would get to go by ourselves. And so we could go trick-or-treating all by ourselves because it was a night like all about the kids. And there was one main street and it was all good, and it was just a totally different time, you know? And so your family's all carnivores. You could have tofurkey. So as a child, I really enjoyed Halloween. But as an adult, I just want to turn the lights off and be like, bah humbug. I loved the dressing up. I loved the costumes. I loved going out and freezing my arse off because we lived in Northern California, so half the time it was raining. Just all of it. The school always had like a big carnival now I'm saying carnivorsely. A big carnival. And so you could go to the carnival. Usually mom and dad gave us a couple bucks. You know, it was like $5 and you could go do everything at the carnival. And it was just so much fun as a kid because it was the community. It wasn't just it wasn't just Halloween. But now I feel like it's so super duper commercial that it's less about the costumes and dressing up and like having a good fun time, and it's more about if you give out good candy. And don't get me wrong, we give out chocolate. It's good stuff. We usually even give out full-size bars. But I don't know, I'm just not stoked on it anymore. And my son's never been stoked on it. I miss what California used to be. I miss my teeny tiny small town. Aw, thanks, Anne. That's awesome. I so appreciate that. We try really, really hard. And we try hard to make sure that everybody that comes in our booth feels welcome and like they're our friend and they're loved and they're all important. So we try. Yay, Tammy, that makes me super duper happy. I want you to color more. Look at this bat's nose. It's so silly. Now, my videos here aren't always super instructional, and I halfway apologize for that. And here's why I say halfway. Because I want you to come to the retreats and stuff. And I want to chit-chat with you guys. And so if I'm talking all instructional and stuff, I don't get to chit-chat. I get to be an instructor. So these are kind of teasers. Look, I inadvertently made a heart on his belly. How do I store my markers? I store them in a plastic tub from our gray barn. And they're stored vertical on top of my recollections cart. I'll show you when I'm done coloring. Yeah, it's changed. It's changed a crazy amount. Even So like Brentwood was like a huge city to us. I'm from a teeny tiny town. My graduating class was 23 students, and 19 of us had been in the same class together since kindergarten. So yeah, there's that. So very teeny tiny. Like there was 23 kids in my class. My dad, I graduated in 1999. My dad graduated in 56. Let's do a retreat cruise. That sounds amazing. Hey, Linda. Linda's watching. My dad had 21 students in his class. So like the school didn't grow much. Like we all knew each other. And that's putting it lightly. So yeah. Where's Brownstein? You still here? Yeah, it is fun. This is like a Valentine's Day bat. I didn't even mean to make that heart on his belly, and it just happened. Linda's watching! Linda, I personally want to thank you for buying cinnamon rolls from a child for his Europe trip. And we have a whole bunch of people who are donating them because they're from out of the area. And so we're going to take a big stack of them to the VA. And I think that'll be amazing on Thanksgiving. Because we picked them up early Thanksgiving morning. Am I still on the screen? Anybody else, if you're interested, just throwing it out there. My son is trying to raise money for a trip to go to Europe with his school. And so they're selling cinnamon rolls, and it's $16 for 4 cinnamon rolls. They're like super gourmet, hoity-toity cinnamon rolls. But the guy that owns the cinnamon roll shop is one of the coaches at the school. So he's like, I will donate all the profit. So he's donating all of his time and all of his supplies. And he's going in wicked early on Thanksgiving to go bake all of these cinnamon rolls for these kids. Super nice guy. I know, isn't it? It's very cool. But so I've had a number of people who want to help him, but don't live near us. So they're like, just donate them or just take them home. And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot eat that many cinnamon rolls, people. And so I am just going to take them to the VA or some local needy families that like wouldn't normally get that kind of thing for Thanksgiving, like wouldn't have the money for those kinds of frills. So I'm going to take them and deliver them there. Which also means I have to get up super early on Thanksgiving. Just saying. Casey didn't put 2 and 2 together. But anybody else care to weigh in if they like Thanksgiving better or Halloween better? Thanksgiving or Halloween? Thanksgiving or Halloween? Harlan, you're here. I missed you so much in Sacramento. I was looking for you like all day. There's our little red bat, guys. What do you think? I like Thanksgiving better too. So even though when I was a kid I liked Halloween better, now I like Thanksgiving better. All right. Y'all, we're going for teal now. And I'm gonna do, where did I put my thingy bobber? Hi, Lily. Red and black, perfect combo. How would I know that you would like red and black? Go figure. Good evening, Lily. Okay, so I'm going to pick some colors that are teal. Y'all are like, duh. I'm gonna bring this a little into the blue and then take it back. Go Dogs. You go to more games than anybody I've ever known in my whole entire life. Ooh, you guys, it's so hard with my camera being sideways. Not even gonna lie. Thank you. All right, so now we're gonna do this little no lines guy. And do I want to color him upside down? Yes, I do. So again, I'm gonna start with my darkest color because y'all know that's how I roll. And so when you're doing no lines, you have the tendency to want to like trace around all the lines and fill it in like it's black. And that is not the point of no lines. The point of no lines is to make it look like there aren't lines at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find just where the shadow would be. So this would be all under his chin. Krista, did you end up getting teals too? Or did you just get reds and then order some skin tones? Hi, Amy. Then the crease in his wings. Oh my God, words are hard. Words are super duper hard right now. Okay. And then I'm going to do up by his itty bitty little feet. Now, where this wing leaves a shadow on this wing, I'm going to shadow that. And then the crease in this wing, and the crease in this wing, and then a little bit down by his feet. Okay. You got blue and green too? Hi from Brain Girl. When I hear Brain Girl, I always think of MS because MS is a neurological disorder that attacks your brain, leaves lesions on your brain. Watching Power of the Rings episode 8, I just lost my freaking mind. Julie, I'll send you a text when I'm done with this because I know you're dying to know. Mud to your friend Jules. So again, notice it's all about the little brush strokes. Brush strokes, brush strokes, brush strokes. Just got volume. Have you not had volume this whole time? It's probably also because I'm moving my head around as I talk and looking at the phone to see if people jump on. And so I get louder when I put my mouth next to the microphone on the phone. Yeah, for sure. You guessed right. You just don't know what it is. Yes, I always start with the darkest color first and then blend it out. Just binge watch a bunch of our videos, Lily. Once we're done here, we put them over onto our YouTube. And then you can binge watch. I actually had a girl text me and she was like, I'm done. And I'm like, you're done with what? She was like, I finished. And I'm all, okay, again, what did you finish? And she was like, I binge watched every one of your YouTube videos. And I was like, oh, girl, honey, dude, you need to get a life, man. She was like, no, I had surgery, so I couldn't like really move or do anything, so I just binge watched everything. Tammy spends hours watching. She does. I know, right? Julie, you win. Yay! If you guys are wondering how I can keep conversation straight with everybody, Spectrum Noir does the same thing, Lily. I was a 911 dispatcher, so I can keep multiple conversations straight in my brain at the same time. It was kind of part of my training. So, Lily, the only difference between Spectrum Noirs, well, there's a few differences. First is that they don't have near as many colors, and second, they have a bullet nib. And so these have brush nibs, so the strokes are a lot softer, but you can still achieve the same thing. I started my coloring journey with Spectrum Noirs, and I can achieve some crazy epic blends with them, especially on clothing. Skin and hair, not so much. Yeah, I started that a long time ago, and I realized that I used removable vinyl, and so they all started peeling off. So you'll notice some of my markers actually have like an address label on them. But yeah, it's just vinyl. You can just cut it out on your Cricut. You can, Jessie, you just have to give it time. Okay, so now I'm going to turn him right side up just because, I don't know, because. Ooh, I better not do that because I'll get like marked by the Facebook people. Licensed content, you can't post your video. I'll be like, psh, whatever. Or they'll be like, you have to pay royalties, and I'll be like, psh, I can't afford that. Right? Anybody with me? What do you mean, oh no? Oh, because the vinyl was peeling off? Yeah. I mean, I bought permanent vinyl to do it with. I just haven't got there. So, in a pinch, I put my address labels on there. And then I realized that those address labels were wicked high quality. And they don't peel off. So, I mean, I know they do take things too serious. Yeah, I'm too broke to pay attention to. Told my husband I wanted to go on vacation. He said, where? The backyard? Said, well, sweet. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Look at his little mouth. Okay. So then I'm going to put fur, because he has a little fuzzy face, up from his chin. So you see my coloring does not actually really change at all from the black lines to the no lines. It's just a trick of the eye. There's no real difference. I'm coloring the exact same way. It has. It really has. Thanks, Lily. They are in the shop. They are back in stock. I'm going to outline his little toesies. I guess he's a little fruit bat. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what kind of bat he is. Yeah, unfortunately, all of us small business owners like really have to rely on Facebook, like a lot, which is sad. I think my 13 is darker than my 45 just because I've had my 45 for a long time. So I'm going to flip-flop those colors. Krista, very, very important for you, especially since you have new markers, is to make sure you're taking both caps off when you're coloring. Ooh, I'm off the screen. Sorry, guys. Make sure you're taking both caps off while you're coloring, because yours are probably really full because they're new, and so they have a tendency to leak on you. And so you'll be coloring along and all of a sudden, splash. It makes that noise too. And you will have a big blob of ink on your picture. And you will think that you did something wrong, and you did not. It's because the inside of a Copic marker is actually like a plastic tube that has cotton inside. It's just like cotton wrapped in plastic. And so when you put ink in that, if you put too much, the pressure will push that ink out. So it's always going to go to the point of least resistance. So if you have a cap on this end, the point of least resistance is this end. And so the ink will blob out. But if you open your chisel nib too, then it equalizes the pressure within the barrel of the marker, and that makes it so that it does not leak. It allows airflow in there. The other thing is your hand is warm. If it wasn't, you would be dead. Just throwing that out there for y'all, in case you didn't notice. And so by having a warm hand, it is super frustrating. Jessie, you are not. Jessie, don't do that. Don't do it. But if you have to, Krista is going to be in the market. You don't want to know what I'm thinking. I do. I think you're going to call Jessie and get her Copics. Anyways, so what happens is your hand is warm, and so it speeds up the molecules in the ink. And so what was a compressed molecule that was floating around very slow, just leisurely doing his thing, is now much warmer, and warmer molecules move faster, and so they too go to the point of least resistance and will come flying out the nib of your marker. So there you go. Knock it off. Knock it off. Oh my God, Krista. You're terrible. Terrible. That's so funny. I need to get you one of those "That's What She Said" buttons. That's what she said. We have them. I don't know if it was Christina Rudder that got them for us or Amanda Zabel. But one of those girls got Sandy and I a "That's What She Said" button. And it's hilarious. We use it all the time. It's like the Staples Easy button. I am not a chemist. Oh my God, I almost failed. Laura, hi friend. I miss you. I wish I could hug you right now. I'm like Dobby, I still have your sock. Laura helped us out at a show, and she left earlier than us. Her husband came and picked her up, because what a nice guy. He drove her to the show and dropped her off so that she could help us, and then drove back and picked her up. And I found, when we were getting ready to leave, in the corner of the room, one of her socks. And so I grabbed it. Because, I mean, that's what you do, right? It's your friend's sock. But she lives on the opposite side of the country as me, and I'm really bad at mailing things. So I still have her sock. I washed it. It's a clean sock. Does that count? I'm holding it ransom. There's Christina. Yeah, I'm super duper not a chemist. I just understand how my tools work. It's like the Sweet Sentiment coloring paper. You should hear me geek out on this paper. Suffice it to say that it is the best coloring paper out there because I did my homework. Christina, I vacuumed my car today, and I'm pretty sure most of Maui is in my vacuum cleaner at this point. Your paper rocks. Thank you. Oh, Amanda's with you? So which one of you got us the, That's What She Said button? I think it was Amanda, but it might have been you. One of you got us the That's What She Said button. Yes, Marcia. Thank you. I spent a lot of time on that paper. Jessie, that sounds terrible. That's what she said. I get what you mean, though. I'll show you guys a project I'm working on. Somebody tag Lena, my cousin. Please, will somebody tag Lena Nunn? This is one of the only times I do back and forth blending. It's because this color washes out the other colors and I'm trying to make a smooth highlight. Oh, look at that cute little bat, guys. Yeah, it was Amanda. I thought so. And Amanda, I took my lunchbox with me on my last trip, on my road trip. It was perfect. So Amanda walks into the hotel room and she has a Stitch freaking lunchbox. Ah! A Stitch lunchbox? Are you kidding me? So, guess who had to have that? Look at everybody's tagging Lena now. Everybody tag Lena until she gets on here. And so, she was nice enough to give it to me so I didn't have to steal it and feel guilty. Which makes me happy. I super duper love it though. It's like the perfect size. I don't want that. It's too bright. I want this. Hi, Bambi. Hi, Karen. Thank you guys for joining me. All right. So now we're going to color these limbs. And I'm actually going to color them opposite because I want one coming from one side and one coming from the other side. So, Megan, I tell people when I am going to steal something from them too. I mean, I do too, Jessie. It's just one of those things. I'm like, Amanda, I really, really want this. Where did you get it? She's like, you don't have to worry about where I got it. And I was like, yeah, I do because I need it. I'm like, is it like a box lunch thing or whatever? And she's like, you don't have to worry about it. And I was like, dude, I'm going to steal it if you don't tell me. And she's like, you don't have to steal it. I'll just give it to you. And I was like, wait, what? Amanda's one of the sweetest people you guys will ever meet. She's sweet and not a doormat, which I find super amazing because she doesn't let people just walk all over her. And yet she's like assertive and sweet too. And just one of the coolest people ever. So if you ever have a chance to meet her, I highly recommend it. Okay, flipping this over. Now I'm going to do these opposite because like I said, I want them coming from opposite directions. Again, notice with the no lines that I'm not coloring in or tracing all of the lines. Otherwise, that would just be like making black lines. And that's not what we're going for. So I'm using the Artist Drawn lines for texture. Is it messing you up that I'm doing them opposite? I know, right? Amanda, come be my friend. She's a really good friend, too. She checks on me periodically. She doesn't get mad at me when I don't text her because she knows I'm busy. I'm probably making her ego swell. Now, Christina, on the other hand, I love you. I mess with Christina because she can take it, and she's totally my bud, and I freaking love her. And so I mess with her because that's what you do, right? You pick on people. I love you, Amanda said this. Christina's hilarious. She is the most non-PR HR person ever. Friggin' love hanging out with her. I hope that she can come to a bunch of shows next year because it is so much fun to hang out with her and watch her fall off the bed multiple times. She's my jam. She's my peeps. Yeah, I only pick on the people I love, and then if I pick on you more, it means I love you more. And so ask Julie Giles, because I freaking stinking love her. And Laura Cleveland, I never ever leave her alone. Yeah, because they're my people. And so I pick on them. I know, Jessie, it would be super duper fun. We have a lot of fun at shows. We are, but you have to be prepared because Sandy and I have marital spats. It's not because we don't love each other. It's just how being a bestie goes. Just once. Once that hour? Because you fell off the bed multiple times. Multiple times. Okay, well, in your defense, you only actually fell off the bed one time, but you melted off the bed several times. All the damn time. That's right, my jewels. Julie did shows the Washington show with us. She brought us some of the best freaking Mexican food ever. So now when we go to Washington, that's always a must. It was pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Amanda wants to know why. Why what? Why you fell off the bed? We're not making it up. So I'm using the E30 to kind of just tone it down a little bit in places. So I'm kind of just doing an overwash of it to blend everything together. Because this is the lightest color, but it's a little bit more dull than the 53. The 53 has a lot of yellow in it. Or at least to me it looks like it has a lot of yellow in it. Okay, so now we're going to put on some finishing touches. We're going to start with our little bats. When you melted off of Sandy's bed twice, remember she demonstrated and showed you that you melted off of her bed? And then when you fell off the bed, it was when you tried to take Maui with you. And you fell like into the corner. And it wasn't really your fault. I think you just didn't realize how not far on the bed you were and you tried to roll over. I think it was taco time, Tammy. But the taco time in Washington is very different than the taco time in Idaho. Here's a fun fact. Fish tank snails can reproduce themselves all by themselves. So that was 0.3. It's a very thick. I'm going to use 0.03 now. Yep, taco time. Why are you giving us fun facts, Jules? Just to be odd? Stay weird, my friend. And I don't know, but I feel like this is a girl. I'm gonna make it a girl. It's a girl. Oh, Christina. I mean, if I would have caught it on video. It really wasn't your fault. The one that I saw anyways. Now, Sandy could be making up the other ones, but, I mean, she demonstrated a donut trail in Ohio tomorrow. Please tell me more about the donut trail. Are you kidding me, Julie? That's crazy. Jesse, I need to know about this donut trail. So this is the gel pen from Pear Blossom Press. And again, I don't know what kind of witchcraft voodoo crazy bunny blessings that Amanda does to these, but they're freaking amazing. And they just work. I give them to all of my class participants at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. Or you can buy them from Pear Blossom Press. Oh, look at the little bat teeth. Well, that sounds amazing. I expect photos. I want a full photo montage. You gotta tell me what the best donut is. Eat a maple bar for me. So then I'm gonna put a little highlight in their ears because I think that's cute. And sometimes I touch it with my finger to kind of make it just so it's not quite so vibrant. I mean, I'd go to bed early too if I had a donut run going on tomorrow. Like, not even gonna lie. That sounds pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. Kathy, are you still here? Do you still want to see how I store my Copics? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find my dies. You might not even hit snooze in the morning if you were going on a donut run. Agreed. Super duper. Okay, so I have these little snips. I got these ones from Concord and Ninth, and I absolutely adore them because they make snipping apart my dies so easy. And I just snip and the little die pieces go everywhere, but that's okay. Because we're on a live video and things like that happen. Well, Julie, if you ask me, I will snip all of your dies apart when you buy them. Because I love you. It is until you step on a little piece. You are correct. But I have a Roomba, and so it takes care of that for me. I set it to clean my craft room, and I walk away. There we go. All done. It makes short work of it. Consider anytime you order dies, standing order. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm essentially... Ooh, I almost just cut that red bat in freaking half, yo. That would have not been bueno. This is me late night crafting. I don't know that I love my Roomba. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My house doesn't have any carpet either. So, I mean, the necessity for a Roomba is kind of... But the reason I got it is for my craft room. And, well, it's noisy. That's my problem. It's noisy. So I guess if that's my only complaint, I'm just a little whiner, but whatever. So I have this little tiny sidekick, and hold on, I'm gonna earthquake you guys for a minute because I'm gonna lift my camera up. So you can see a little bit better. Yeah, mine does like to get stuck under the couch. Just the corner of the couch. Toss that. Take this one. Line it up. I'm kind of trying to go fast so you guys aren't here all night and so that I can go to bed. I don't know if y'all know, but Sandy's the night owl and I'm the early bird. And so I like to go to bed early because I get up early. So that's my scenario there. Oh, he is gonna fit. Hooray, hooray, happy surprise for Cinderella. Yes, everything is a Disney movie to me. It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine. I'm slowly but surely removing all the carpet in my house. Best thing I ever did. Best thing. And I think that's why my room was louder, because there is no carpet. It's a lot quieter when it's on carpet. But, I mean, it is nice. I don't have to sweep all the time. But we have the super cool wood laminate stuff. And it makes me happy. These dies, not making me happy. I would fussy cut these if I were doing it again. It's because I'm not taking the time to really line them up, if we're being honest here. And that is why I fussy cut, because I hate lining up dies. I hate it. I would just rather fussy cut. But I'm committed now, so... These dies line up super duper duper well if you take the time and actually line them up. I just didn't do that, so now I have uneven lines. And that pisses me off to no avail. It makes me cranky, but that's okay. Do you guys like my terrible singing voice? Not a huge carpet fan either. Haha, that's what she is saying. Sorry, but y'all know it's gonna bug me, so we may as well just go for it. Meg, you know me. She's like, I knew you were gonna do that. I just knew it. I can't handle it. And 99% of the dies, 99% of the time, I mean, I take the time to line up my dies and make sure. And it is better than fussy cutting because you run it through the little machine and you're totally done. And it's awesome. But I didn't take the time to line up these dies. And my biggest crafting pet peeve is white spots. I think you take all the time to make this super cute card and then you have like this weird white spot there. And I understand not everybody is a cutter. I get it. It's fine. But if you get a card from me and it has a white spot, it's me signaling you for help. It's me like sending you a card saying like, call the police and check on me because things are not okay. Just saying. That's how it works. All right. So now I have a card base. This is A2. And then I cut this 1/8 of an inch smaller than A2. So this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I think that contrary to what I was going to do, I'm going to add polka spots because Tammy and I like polka spots. So this is going to be, I'm actually going to cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller than what I already have. So this is going to be 5 1/8. And I cut that one at 4 1/8, so this would be 3 7/8. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? What did you spell wrong? Polka spots? Yeah, for sure. It's supposed to be polka spots. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab an oxide ink because that's what I do. And I'm probably not even going to grab the ink itself. I'm just going to grab one of the brushes. These are my Rabbit Hole Designs blending brushes. And I'm just going to add a little tinge of blue around the outside. And this, my friends, is why I never ever wash my brushes. Because I didn't even have to pull out the ink. Boom, done. Done and done. Okay, so that's gonna go on there. And then since I did that, I'm gonna grab a little red ribbon. And then I have my little bats. And that one for sure. Do I not have any? Oh my God. I'm out of Sweet Springs. Oh, shikes. That can't happen. Good thing I know where to get some more. Okay. And then I'm going to figure out what sentiment I want. So I like that one. So I'm going to stamp that one. I would normally emboss it, but my boys are sleeping. Well, at least my husband's sleeping. So, no embossing for me tonight. But that's all right. Now, y'all are about to see some fast card putting together. Because I'm messing around tonight. I'm going to put this card together. And I'm going to go crawl into bed and put an ice pack on my leg. And sleep. Hopefully sleep. I definitely know that I need to stamp this twice. Why? Because this is a new stamp and I did not rub up the stamp before to get the production chemicals off of it. Right, Meg? For reals. Boom, shakalaka. It's all done. Grab my chamois. Stick this back on here. I'm not nearly as anal retentive as Sandy about sticking them back on here. I like them to be on there and I like them to be straight, but other than that, I'm fine. I don't worry quite as much about it. So where is, it's gotta be this die. Okay, let's see if I can't line this one up right. And I use the same tape over and over and over again. Yeah, I totally hurt my leg. Like a lot. Krista. I never thought that I would use this as much as I do. Never, ever. As a matter of fact, for the first 2 years I had it, I didn't use it at all. And I gave it to my mother. And then, one day I had something I needed to do with it. And so, I pulled it out of my mother's closet. Because she didn't use it either. And, see, look at that. Absolutely perfect. I gotta find the camera. Oh my God, it's so hard. There we go. Boom. Anyways, so then my mother didn't use it. So then I took it back. I'm an Indian giver, but that's okay because I'm Indian. So it works. I say it's okay. I can say that because I is one. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to go around the edge of this to make it pop out as well. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to put some dimension on a card. Y'all ready for this? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this layer and glue it to this layer. So a new teal one, what? Of the little die cutters? They have teal ones of the mini ones like that? Tell me it isn't so. Take my money now. Yeah, I put a lot of glue on here. It's fine. Okay, and then since I'm using Barely Art glue, I have a second to kind of make sure it's all lined up where I want it to be and nice and straight. I put it face down and I use my espresso to burnish the glue. Oh, you mean this one? Girl, you know I had that. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at my card layout and see what I want it to be. So I think I'm gonna put this little dude down here, and then nope, don't like it. I'm gonna put that there. So this is gonna come up here. That little guy is gonna be flying. So I'm gonna go like this. There we go. Now I'm liking it. Can you guys see? I mean, Tammy, come on now. Would you not expect anything different from me? It would help if I had the sentiment the right way. Boom. Shakalaka. Okay, so then I'm going to tie the little ribbon around there. It's going to be super cute. So now I know that I want my ribbon to be right here. So when I put ribbon on cards like this, I always use score tape, or what we like to call sukwing, because it says sukwing on it, upside down, but it's called score tape. So I'm just going to pick one of the lines and line this up. I'm going to put this somewhere along the middle-ish. I'm going to grab the tweezers, get rid of the sticky backing. So yes, when you get a card from me, your ribbon should be straight. Doesn't mean it is, but it means it should be. Okay? So then, if you take your glue and you put it right over the tape, you can still move your card around without the tape sticking right away. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? I can't even pick this up. Now I gotta make sure I'm still not in my Japanese era of cards where I have all of my cards upside down or opening backwards. It's part of my charm. Again, upside down, and grab my espresso. I thought everybody knew. I've actually had my teal one for a long time because they've had the teal tape available for a long time. So I bought the teal tapes and made my own misty teal. So yeah, I cheated. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. Okay. So then I'm going to show you my ribbon tying trick. Y'all have seen it like 100 times, but that's okay. So take your ribbon and pinch it between your thumb and your middle finger. Take your index finger. Is that your pointer finger. Take your pointer finger and make a figure 8 2 times. Take your scissors and cut a fairly long tail. put this down between the V in your fingers. And then you're making this loop right here. So the end of the ribbon, you want to pull through that loop. And then just pull it tight. And then depending on how tight you tied this around your fingers is how hard it will be to get off of your fingers. Then you can fuss with your bow a little bit. I like to cut flag tails in my bows. So I just fold it in half. And there we go. Perfect little bow. Okay. So then I shall remove all of this junk crap. And then generally speaking, I take my hot glue gun and I put a little dab of glue on there. It's the best kind of glue for gluing organza ribbon. And I just glue that right in the middle. Bet y'all are going, that's nothing like the card layout she just had. But I was visualizing. I had to visualize. Okay. So now I'm going to trim these ever so slightly. And that one's going to go there. Oh, no, it's not. That's the one that has to go lower. So this one's going to go here, and this one's going to go here. See? Y'all are letting me slack now. Okay. So take my glue. I just filled this glue bottle today, so that's why it's like oozing. It's on the card. Good job, James. Good job. I know, that glue gun is epic. Okay, so there's that. So this little dude, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a little movement to his ears. That's not quite. I'm just kind of adding a little movement to his body. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a Sweet Pop. And I'm going to put this Sweet Pop right where his ears intersect with his body. And then I'm going to put glue on his feet. So what this does is it glues him to the branch. Oh, wait. Did I do this wrong again? I did do this wrong. Because I wanted him up here. Oh, well, I'm stuck with it now. Okay. So I'm going to glue him to the branch. And then that Sweet Pop will give him dimension up here. Okay, so then this guy, I'm going to take a Sweet Spring. Now, the important thing about Sweet Springs is this. The white part, see how this is white? Goes on the back of your critter. Okay? And push it on really good. Then this part is clear, which you will see. And so you want the clear part to go on your card so people can't see it. Make sense? Oh my God, they're so cute. Okay, so I guess this is gonna go down here. So again, gonna grab a Sweet Pop. Okay, so we have all that done, and now, you know what I'm gonna say, right? What's a card without a little bit of bling? So I'm gonna pull out my little crystals from the ton, and they're in my honey bowl. And I'm gonna do the clear ones, I think. So I'm just gonna toss a couple of them out because I'm gonna use my crystal katana. Oh, come on. I know you want to flip over for me. And then as soon as the glue dries, then these are absolutely crystal clear. And they're iridescent. And they're wicked cool. Because the ton has such cool bling. That's thetunstamps.com. And there you go, guys. There's our cute little card. Yay! So thank y'all for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here in Sandy's absence and hanging out with me. I will tell her that y'all said hi. She will be back tomorrow night. So that will be super duper bueno. There you go. Hopefully you can see the whole card now. And the little dude's on a wobble. So that is everything, guys. So I will try to download this video in the morning. Please support Photoplay Paper because they are an awesome group of guys and they support us tremendously. They donate a lot of paper to us for our make and takes. So Photoplay is awesome, awesome people, awesome stuff. Also, those bat stamps, it's called Let's Hang, and they are in stock again, and if they're not in stock right now, they'll be in stock tomorrow, because they're sitting in a box on my craft room floor, because they came in the mail today, so hey. But other than that, guys, that is everything. and I will see y'all this weekend, hopefully. Toodles!